Chris's Badgerland Tire Service does not come out to Madison. We don't service vehicles that are on blocks.
You know, we get a lot of requests to do more shore fishing, and today we are going to do the ultimate shore fishing with our good friend Brian Zupke. Zoop, you've been talking about this for about 5 years, doing this show, casting off a shore, and I'll tell you, I'm pretty excited about it because it's something different. And you know, not everybody's got a boat.
Not everyone has a boat, and this is a lot of fun doing this with these walleyes. You shine them, cast to them, and they watch you come up and hit it.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's not quite that easy.
No,
I've done this in a boat with you, and it's not quite that easy. We have got a star lineup, and I mean a star lineup. Of course, we got the Zoop, one and only. We got the Lightning Lance, you know what, Mr. Hammered Gold. But now we have the ultimate, and my money is on him all the way. Sorry, Zoop, and Lance. We got Chris from Badgerland Tires. I'll tell you, Chris just got back from Italy.
Well, it was shore fishing, so this is going to be right up my alley. And we were shore fishing in Italy, and hopefully we're going to catch some walleyes here today.
Hang on to your heinies. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming for you. Hey, guys. Come on along. Let's go see what happens. There we go, first fish of the night. The old picaroni. I'll tell you what, it's great exercise, but again, it's a learning curve for me because, you know, I'm pretty impatient, and this is a very interesting technique because, you know what, you're casting, you're popping it 2 or 3 times, and then you're letting it sit for anywhere from 8 to 10 seconds, pop it again. 90% of them are definitely gonna hit it on that pause. In between that, like, 4 and 8 second pause, that's when all of a sudden you're gonna just feel that tap on there.
What are these things doing biting at night?
Okay, for sure.
Skunks out! Bye-bye!
There's another one right there. There's the big one. There's the big one. Okay, we're going down there.
Dude, his eyes are like that far apart. That's a lot of bait. No wonder we can't catch a fish.
It's the second one. I just lost a real nice one. I got this one, and it is not a pike this time. There again, the targeted species, T-bone that bait. Look on the side of it, the way he hit that. You know, that's pretty interesting when you're casting and you're letting it pause for that long right there. Hey, I'm gonna measure this guy up and let him go. Here we go. Got another one. Hey, I'll tell you, this is a ball, Brian. You know, it's amazing how many fish you can see too. You know, we've spotted so many walleyes, and we're at probably about our 4th or 5th spot right here. We started this at about 8:30, and right now it's probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock going here. I know most of them are just absolutely T-boning that bait again.
So we're gonna wait until everyone goes to bed and let the fish settle down, and and we'll go take advantage of those fish. Hopefully the wind dies down a little bit and switches more out of the west than the northwest, so then we're protected a lot better and we can sight fish those fish.
Oh, that's a nicer one for sure. There you go. That's a good fish right there. Nice. I'm loving it.
He's got to come sit by you, Larry.
Yep. Anytime, buddy. There you go. Hold that one up.
Sandwich.
And I love the way that. I just had one too. I love the way they T-bone that bait.
Oh, dude.
I'm
Yeah,
all
that's probably
about
about a 16 and a half. They have to be 15 here. Keep a few. I might keep one for breakfast for myself because I'm off tomorrow. And I might make them with blackened with some scrambled egg.
Hey, we'll take them. We've been in this spot now probably for
almost an hour.
Yeah, and we pulled between Lance, you and I and Chris. So far we've pulled, I don't know, 8, 9 fish off of here. A couple keepers, you know, and we saw some bigger fish. You know what? Let's give this spot about another half hour and let's move on and let's go check something else out. Looks like a good fish, huh?
Yeah, it feels like a decent one.
Nice job, buddy.
I haven't seen any eyeballs. Oh yeah, it's not a bad one.
Oh yeah, good job.
Oh, God, I'm way down here. Poor fish. Sorry, fish.
Hey, a big guy does not do very well walking on these rocks. The same twitch, huh?
Twitch, pause. I actually counted to 9 there. and that's when he hit it. 9-second pause.
That's the hardest part, obviously, is that pause.
And I like tell my customers that is like the biggest thing is you literally close your eyes and you count. If you don't count, you're not going to get bit. Because if you're moving that bait too fast, you're not going to catch any fish.
Hey Brian, let's talk about when you can actually use your headlamp and see the fish. But what you actually do is you actually don't put the light directly on the fish, but that really gives you a really good idea of how these fish react to these baits and how long it takes some of them before they want to really trigger on the bait. Let's talk about that.
White is huge if you're going to do sight fishing.
Okay.
White stands out in the water. You know, you can see it. You know where to put it above the fish.
Yep.
You pause it on the fish and you let it sit there and you'll see that fish, his eyes will turn towards it and you'll see both their sets of eyes looking at it. And you don't want the light directly on them. You want it so you see them quick, you pull it off, and then you get it so you just see the glimmer of their eye.
You know, one of my favorite parts about doing something like this too is that for the most part, it's pretty peaceful out here. You don't have a lot of people to deal with. Most people this time of year, obviously you go to work at 7 o'clock, you get home at 4 or 5 o'clock, it's already dark by then. You know what? Don't think that you don't have enough time to go out and enjoy some fishing. And you don't have to stay out here all night like we're doing. But you know what? Just come out for an hour, 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, whatever, you know, time frame you want. And obviously you get back home in time that, you know, to get enough rest to go to work again the next day. Come out and do something positive and enjoy the outdoors.
Finally, I can't let Larry catch all the walleyes. Finally. There we go.
It's a walleye, I'll take them. That's what I like too about fishing with, you know, 3-4 guys, a group of guys, is that you got a little competition going. Now this time I definitely was using the light on that fish and I could see him coming right after that bait, and I paused it. I bet you it took a good, I would say anywhere from 12 to 15 seconds before I twitched it where he would react to it like that. Again, it really helps when you can see these fish in the water and see how that bait is actually moving through the water, and just a little bit of a change in the cadence to get that fish to trigger. Bingo.
Way out there.
Made a really long cast, huh?
That was a bomb cast.
Was it the pause too?
Pause.
Long pause. You know, for a guy that's a huge twitch bait guy, that you gotta really tell everybody at home about the pause.
Such a death pause. Look at that one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good fish. Yeah, it's one of the better ones. We've seen some really big ones, but this is probably the biggest one we've caught so far. We'll take that fish right there all day long. He's not hooked very good either. Hey, Chris, let's talk a little bit. I never knew anything about this street fishing.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, right?
Street fishing.
Street fishing. This is like an international deal here, right?
It is.
So let's tell everybody at home, you were lucky enough to go to Italy, basically to fish in the World Championship street fishing. So let's tell everybody, if you guys don't know about street fishing, it's a pretty interesting deal, and let's tell everybody a little bit more about it.
Well, what the street fishing deal is, it's strictly shore fishing like we're doing here, and anything counts. You're fishing for whatever, and it all goes to your total, and whoever gets the most inches or centimeters, that's how you win. And it's gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals, just like the Olympics.
This guy loves to fish, but he also works hard too. Hey, we'll definitely keep that fish. And you guys, hey, hang on to your heinies. We got a lot more to come.
Come on, little buddy. Burying leaves and stuff. Not a monster, but hey.
It's a fish.
It's a fish. There you go. Another walleye. I'm catching up, Larry.
Yes, you are. Now I'm worried.
That's the street fishing, boys. Street fishing, boy. Northern. Booyah.
Hey, I'll tell you, it is starting to get light. You know, what a fantastic night we had. You know, we didn't catch as many walleyes as I know that you thought we were going to catch, Brian,
No,
but we definitely caught plenty. and I learned a lot. You know, I learned the technique. I feel a lot more comfortable. Again, winter is not that far off for us at all, I hope. And you're going to be guiding on the Madison chain here, ice guiding. We're going to get ice, buddy.
I hope
I'm
so.
always thinking positive on that ice. So let's hit this last spot. We just dropped off Lance and Chris up the road. They're going to kind of meet us back this way. And let's give her a whirl, one last try, and see what happens. So, hey, you guys, hang on to your heinies. Come on, Zuper. Let's do her. Nice job, Chris. There you go. Hey, I want to tell you guys exactly what we're doing here is we're basically casting and using these mega bass lures tonight, along with a few other baits like some husky jerks, but definitely using a 10-pound test fluorocarbon leader on 10-pound test super braid, a 7 to 7'2" medium action rod is about perfect for this kind. You need a rod that's a little bit stiffer where you can actually get that bait to work, where you don't have to put a lot of action into the rod, and I mean by that where you don't have to really twitch it real hard to be able to get that real slight little movement, as you can see right here. Twitch, you get that 4 to 6 inches of movement out of it. Let it pause out from anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds, and then keep repeating that over and over. And it definitely seems like more of a key to try to keep your rod tip down versus, unless there's a lot of weeds in front of you, and keep that rod tip down.
Not a monster, but hey, nice little fish.
A little feel. Holy moly!
The sucker got caught in a log here.
Right, you got him on still?
Yeah, I got him on.
Well, it must be a better fish. I thought maybe you thought you had waders on. Oh, there you go,
Do what we
Lance.
gotta do to
Nice
get 'em.
job.
Just switched technique a little bit. We've been pausing the baits all night. And then Chris over here, he just caught one just on a slow retrieve. And I did it on my second cast.
Did you go over your boots too?
No, I saved it probably by about an inch.
Hey everybody, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. You know, today, tonight we used our headlamps a lot to try to locate fish, and obviously just to be able to maneuver. We put on 4 or 5 miles just walking today. But a great tip is, you know what, when you're looking to buy a headlamp, to me, I'm sick of buying batteries all the time. They're very expensive. I like to use the rechargeable, and I'm using the Milwaukee rechargeable headlamp. I've had these things here for probably about 3 years. I use them a ton. Hey, again, this week's tip of the week brought to you by our good friends up at Mike's Country Meats, the finest jerky on the planet. I found them.
This is what
I'm
happens.
like, open your eyes.
This is what happens at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Open your eyes up.
And I'm the instigator, huh?
Yeah, boom.
I'm the one that finds them. I find the
Down
bits
goes
and I catch all the hell. Hey everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. You know what? Again, it's all about trying to do something different and keep you guys guessing each and every week, and it's keeping you guys and gals learning more things about the outdoors, because I'm always learning for sure. Hey Zuper, you are going to be doing some major ice guiding here coming up. Let's tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
You can get a hold of me at bigbeesguideservice.com or my cell at 608-219-0505.
Hey Chris, you guys are looking for some new or used tires? You know what? Go to Badgerland Tires. They will definitely take care of you. Hey everybody, Lance and I will be out guiding on Winnebago all year. It's going to be a fantastic year as far as fish catching. Hopefully we get some ice soon. Hey, we appreciate all you guys watching our show this week like we do each and every week. We want to give special thanks to all of our military men and women for the great service they have given this country and continue to give this country, along with all of our firefighters, paramedic, and no doubt all of our law enforcement agents. Hey, it is a great night to be alive, and you know what? The best part is we're going to see you guys and gals again next week, and thanks for joining us.